So listen, over the weekend we got the unfortunate news that we lost Black Rob, 1, and 2, we're waiting on the verdict from the Chauvin trial in real time right now.
Yeah.
They already announced that verdict would come in between 4:30 and 5. We are recording between 4:30 and 5.
4:30.
You are going to get a real-time reaction. I hate when they rob me of my ability to speculate. I just want to speculate. Like,
you got time.
The verdict is a big deal, right? This verdict is a big deal, and I probably didn't realize how big of a deal it was until I was watching the closing arguments the other day from the attorneys. What if, like, you got to get into the what if bag. What if, I mean, the Chauvin's attorney looks like he's done the worst job an attorney could ever do. During the closing arguments, he pulled up footage that none of us felt like would help his client. Footage of George Floyd screaming, "I love my mom, I love you. You're choking me, I can't breathe." All of that. That's all we heard when he pulled this footage up. He just threw out his lawyer pulled that up. Yeah. He threw out a bunch of shit in attempt to confuse, discombobulate. He didn't really address a knee on a gentleman's neck for 9 minutes. It was just a real shit showing for those of us watching on television. Unfortunately, we know the history of America, so that doesn't mean much. He could still get off.
Yeah.
And that's where I landed when watching this. Wow, what happens if he gets off? It wouldn't shock me, but there would be sadness. There would be disappointment. I would imagine the riots in the street.
It would be unrest.
Would be unlike anything we've ever seen. There would be civil unrest, public unrest. There would be unrest everywhere. Mm-hmm. And then, right, I didn't think of the implications that this could possibly have on R. Kelly's trial that has been moved to New York. He's in New York now. Courts are open. His trial is set. I saw a helicopter in Edgewater with a sign that said they're setting up R. Kelly for monetary gain. And when I saw that, it led me to, oh, shit. The Chauvin trial might somehow have an implication on the R. Kelly trial, because it brought me back to when I watched the OJ doc, and the verdict on the OJ trial was contingent on what happened in the Rodney King trial. Mm. So I know that we don't want to believe all of this stuff could be related somehow, but it could. We've seen it before. I imagine these riots would be worse than we've ever seen in the event that he is found not guilty.
It's going to be bad.
Yeah.
So,
Come on, jury.
What do you?
Come on, jury.
But it's going to go into a feeling of like, dog, what has to be proven to lock one of these motherfuckers up? Like, really, what more do you need to see?
It's all right there.
I feel like we've seen a million trials where that's been the takeaway. Yeah. So, I mean, they robbed me even of that being the takeaway now, because I'm not shocked when that comes in.
That's true.
Nor am I shocked when we riot, when we protest, when we scream in agony from the treatment that we've received during our time here. Like, I'm not shocked by any of it. And then I feel guilt in that. I feel guilt by the desensitization that I have to events such as these.
It's like you jaded. Like, that's what I say all the time. Like, you asked me about the Chicago kid, and I'm just like, another one. Like, watching these videos now, it kind of got you jaded, and I feel bad for that, because this shit fuck with me every time. But it's like I see it so much that it's like, oh, damn, another one. And you know, you say rest in peace, you keep scrolling, and then you know what happens? Another one. So it's like, it's the sensitivity part.
Rest in peace, Adam Toledo, by the way.
Yeah, that's the name. I'm sorry.
Yo, what's going to happen when, because like Ice, to piggyback off of Ice, what happens when this really starts to be normalized?
It's normalized.
Yeah, I was going to say, are we here?
People still have a little bit of outrage. What happens when it just starts happening so frequently that it's like, oh, all right.
I think we're there, unfortunately.
Yeah, me too.
I get what Ish is saying. There's still blowback. There's still protests and all of that. Like, when it get to a point when that don't even happen because we've accepted defeat fully. Like,
okay, let me tell. My response to that is it's predictable blowback that the powers that be predict before it happens. Like even right now, this window where we're waiting for the verdict, I imagine if it's bad, they're calling around to all the people that need to know it's bad before it's announced.
Sure.
So they can prepare. What happens is there's protests, there's riots. They're prepared for that as well. They call in the National Guard.
National Guard
on
might
us.
already be there.
Yeah, they're alerted.
Yeah, they got places boarded up. They close schools all week. Like,
And what happens is we're outraged for 1 week, 2 weeks, 3 weeks, a month, let's say 5 months the most. But in that 5 months, there'll be another 4 of these.
Word.
When does it stop? Now we have to put aside our Botham Jean love because y'all killed such and such. We got to put that aside because y'all killed such and such. It's a different way. Hey, it's not the candy bar. Hey, he didn't have a gun. Hey, he was with his kid. Hey, he was in his house. We talked about this a few weeks ago. And here we are where we had to hear the defense attorney for Derek Chauvin get up there and sound as stupid as you could possibly sound as an attorney. Like he brought up every variable but the one where someone's knee was on someone's neck for 9 minutes.
That's the creative.
Y'all know my assessment. When this happened, I felt like he was dead when the ambulance pulled up.
He was.
Yeah.
The prosecutors was like, fam, your knee was on his neck when the ambulance pulled up.
right.
You didn't stop. He was handcuffed. There was no resistance. The defense attorney got into, hey, Chauvin's tippy toe was off the ground for a millisecond, so it couldn't have been too much force. He said, but some of the narratives going around, because you see a still shot of his tiptoe off the ground where it seems like he's applying force, that didn't happen. That's what he said on television. Don't even laugh. I got some more for you. He said that the guy had health complications.
Yeah, I heard that.
Yeah, he did.
I don't give a
He
fuck.
said any other health complication may have added to the death of this gentleman.
I think the health complication was the knee on the neck.
No, he had. It don't matter. I wouldn't give a fuck.
Guess what?
He had.
Guess what, buddy? When he said that, I immediately thought of what every football player says in week 14. Nigga, we all injured. All of us here, you get what you get in life.
Right.
There's a lot of us here with some health complications. A lot of that we don't just share publicly with people. My back been tearing my ass up getting out of bed for the last 3 weeks. I ain't told a soul. I'm worried about it alone. But there's things that you deal with that you just don't talk to people about. Everybody got what they got. That don't have nothing to do with a fucking knee on a neck. I don't care if he had a bad case of asthma, hiccups, diarrhea, hemorrhoids.
Yeah, it don't matter. It don't matter.
Again,
It really don't matter.
I don't care what he had.
You choked him out
He
with
was
your fucking
fine
knee.
when he had it. He was fine when he had it. Doing what every other American out here is doing, dealing with what the fuck the cards that you was dealt with. Hey, I got asthma, I'm out here. I got heart disease, I'm out here. I got whatever it is. He went on to say, he showed a still shot of something in George Floyd's mouth. He couldn't make it out. He couldn't make out what it was, so he attempted to say, oh shit, he blamed opioids. He said it was the fucking perks. It's time for the percolator. That's what I started doing. He said it was the perks. He said it was opioids that did it. Then he blamed bananas.
Huh?
He showed a still shot where George Floyd had something in his mouth. He said it could be drugs. It could have been a banana. But we have witness account that the gentleman was eating a banana prior to, and that might have got stuck in his.
So he choked on a banana.
He might have. That's what he said.
Or it might have had a fucking needle in
Wait,
his neck.
it gets fucking worse than that. He said it was a rowdy crowd around.
Panic attack?
I saw 6 niggas I thought I could beat up alone. The rowdy crowd. They was on their phones. They was pleading for the dude's life. Yo, you're killing him. That wasn't a rowdy crowd. If you are a cop and you think those 5 gentlemen and women, 6 of them, was a rowdy crowd, you shouldn't be a cop. If you are a cop and you confuse a taser with a fucking gun, you just shouldn't be a cop. I don't think you need black people to say this. I don't think you need Parks to say this. This should be common sense, which is why I try not to argue common sense. Because for convenience of argument, we'll forget about it.
Yeah, we'll be done.
Yeah, exactly. It's nasty, man. It's nasty. Rest in peace to George Floyd.
Always.
Prayers, condolences to his family. Still, I imagine this to still be rough dealing with listening to these idiots defend this murder. See, that's where I go to.
Yeah.
Damn, what if I'm related to some of this? What if the bad American tragedy hits close to your house?
Word.
It's different. It's different. It is, man.
News, you got every channel you turn on, every radio station.
It don't matter. Hey, cut the TV off. Your phone gonna blow up.
Right.
Cut the phone off. Niggas gonna show up to your house. Wherever you go, they gonna talk to you about it. Hey, wherever you go, there you are.
I agree.
That's what happens. You can't avoid shit like that. So boy, does my heart go out to the family, friends, relatives, fans, people that have become emotionally invested in this story because we're emotionally invested in these stories. Like, shout out to y'all, man. This continued cycle of trauma that you have to bear. Hey, when this story ends, I'm getting in the rest in peace, Black Rob. It don't stop. It don't stop. Like, how are you doing when life starts happening on life's terms? Because this shit is a lot of fucking trauma that dudes got to come in here every day and send some type of positive message and positive words. And then I go home with some type of guilt about it that I can never really express, because the truth of the matter, if I'm being transparent, if this is a safe space, is we so bad and I'm so fucked up in the head, I start mourning some of these niggas before they go. I know you're not supposed to say that, but that's where I am. By the time I had to come in here and say rest in peace DMX, I was home for a week dealing with, oh shit, X is leaving.
Yeah.
It's not right to say when people are fighting for life and praying for life. But if you've been around here long enough, when that Black Rob video hit the timeline, you didn't feel good. I didn't feel good.
No.
And I know how important, unfortunately, at the end of the road, your will to live becomes. Prayers to everybody that don't know how important that is when it's time to stay alive. I only know it because I've dealt with death a lot. Friends have gone, uncles have gone, grandparents have gone, people that were, shit, I don't have to, at the SBs, I cry, whoever they're honoring at the end, whoever's giving the speech at the end, I'm crying. You know the fucking strength it takes? No, you don't. To get up there and be faced with your last days and give your final address with your kids and coworkers and audience. You don't. Stuart Scott, what's my man? Jim, fuck, I don't know his name right now. Jim Balvano.
Oh, yeah.
Like, come on, man. I pray nobody ever has to go through that. I don't remember where I was at because I'm on a rant, but it's just fucked up. It's a lot of trauma. I try to start these things with positive thoughts, positive energy, positive vibes, because that shit is important, especially in times like these. But boy, is it tough when all the fuck you see is this. Is mass murder after mass murder, police shooting after rapper death, after young black boy killed, after teen shot down, after... What do you want niggas to do, man? I don't have it. I don't have it for y'all. I'm a mental health guy. I pray that everybody is doing what's best for their mental health, because just consuming it all can be difficult. I get that. Again, prayers to Black Rob's family, friends, fans, co-workers, kids. I can't imagine it. I come from, you're not even supposed to be here to see. I can't imagine dying before one of my kids, 2 days before one of my kids' birthday. And that's what happened with Black Rob.
Damn. I didn't know that part.
His daughter's 10-year-old birthday in 2 days. Guess what? I didn't know it either because it wasn't reported. Unfortunately, I follow someone who let me know that that's what occurred. See, when you get the real, it's tough to deal. It's tough to deal with that. Nah, I can't. All us got kids except for Parks, except for fucking Savon. Nah, I can't imagine it.
Yeah.
I can't imagine it. My heart goes out to y'all. Boy, do I feel for y'all. I feel for everybody. Got to read this shit, hear this shit, listen to it, podcast about it, watch it on the news. I feel for y'all because we in trying times, and 2020 was just preparing y'all for just how crazy 2021 is going to be. I keep saying it because I believe it. And boy, do I hope to be wrong. But you niggas better gear up because it ain't over. Somebody else say something. Sorry, I didn't mean to depress the room. I didn't mean to bring nobody down. Y'all know I was asking y'all for an hour to let's start with something happy. But I mean, it is what it is. And this is without us really getting into the police shootings of teenage kids. We ain't touch it. And I would not like to touch it 40 minutes in. I'd like to get into some fuck shit. But that's the state that we're in currently. I'm shutting up. The floor is you guys in case y'all want to add to this.
Yeah, some maybe.